So hey besties, let's come with me and make these shrimp nachos. Now I absolutely love eating shrimp. Shrimp is one of my favorite seafoods to eat, paired with lobster and crab legs, but I do not like cleaning shrimp. But when I do have to clean it, I make sure that I clean the top and I clean the bottom. I know people be saying the bottom is not what you think it is, only the top part needs to be clean, but baby, we cleaning the top and the bottom. Lucky for me, the shrimp that I got were already peeled, so that took away half of the work for me. So after I finally got my shrimp peeled, I went on ahead and put them in a bowl with some cold water and a little bit of lemon, because we're gonna let that clean for about 5 minutes. And while that's over there cleaning, I'm gonna go ahead and start on some of the vegetables that I'm gonna be using today. And the vegetables that we're going to be using today is some tomato. We're going to be using some yellow onion, and we're going to be using some green onion. So I took half of my tomato. I went on ahead and started slicing and dicing that up. And after I got that sliced and diced up, I went on ahead and put that to the side, because next we're going to go ahead and start working on our onions. Now, they say if you want to cut an onion without crying, you have to rinse yours off in cool water before you start cutting it. I've actually rinsed mine off a few times and I still tear it up. So I don't know if it's just me, or you guys comment down below and let me know, has that worked for any of you? Now, I was over here trying to slice up my onion, and it didn't help the fact that I had these gloves on, so my hands was already slipping and the onion was naturally slippery. So we was definitely having us a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are definitely going to get the job done. So I went on ahead and started slicing, dicing some of my onion, and being that I'm only making a portion size just for me, because I was the only one who wanted some shrimp nachos, I'm just going to put the rest of the onion and the tomato to the side, and we're going to find something to do with that later. So now that we got our onions sliced and diced, we're just going to go ahead and put that to the side, and then we're going to go ahead and start working on our green onion. Now, I love adding green onion to my food. I feel like it's the perfect garnish. It adds color to it. It just makes the food look more inviting, more appetizing, and I just like the flavor that it gives. And you can enjoy this raw, or you can enjoy it cooked as well. It's completely up to you. So I went on ahead and I cut that end piece off, and then I'm just going to use mostly the green part. You can use the white part, it is edible, but it's just my preference that I'm going to use most of the green part. So after I got all of that sliced up, it's time to go ahead and start working on our shrimp. We're going to go ahead and get us a pan, and we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in there, and we're going to start bringing that up to temperature. Once that gets hot, we're going to go ahead and drop our shrimp in there. Now, when I'm making shrimp, I like to cook my shrimp on extreme high heat, because I like to get a crust on there. You already know that shrimp only takes but 2 to 3 minutes to cook on each side, depending on how big they are. So you got to make sure that you're getting it on that high heat if you want that crust. So now while our oil is coming to temperature, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning our shrimp. And I'm just going to put my preferred seasonings on there, and that's going to be some onion powder, some garlic powder. Of course, we're going to put some parsley on there because we fancy like that. After we get that parsley on there, we're going to go ahead and add in some of that Tony's, because you got to have Tony's no matter what. Tony's is just 10 out of 10, okay? After we get that on there, we're going to go ahead and give it a good mix. After we get everything mixed, it is good and ready to go into the pan. And I was sitting there struggling with that parsley. That parsley just did not want to come out. I finally tried that twist the top method, and I got me a little bit of parsley out of there, so we were good and ready to go. Went on ahead and mixed that up real good, and I am ready to go ahead and start cooking my shrimp. Now, while my shrimp are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start building my nachos as well. So while we get those in the pan and we're going to get our sear on there, you're going to go ahead and get your plate. You're going to start with your chips. You're going to put your cheese, and I decided not to do a cheese sauce because sometimes to me a cheese sauce is very overwhelming. It's just too much, but I did put some cheese on my nacho chips and I melted them. After I got that, I went on ahead and I added me some lettuce to it. We're going to add us some tomatoes. I was out of jalapenos, so we had to go ahead and put those banana peppers on there. But I'm telling you, the banana peppers are 10 out of 10. Sour cream, and I was ready to eat. And as always, if you are loving these videos, don't forget to subscribe. make sure you give me a like, drop me a comment in the comment section below, and share this video out. Bye, besties.